today on 15 on 15.
A local news outlet in Houston covers a full story regarding Southwest's direct flight from Texas to Aruba. Plus, your text messages have never been more secure. Check out a new app that deletes all your messages from all hard drives. And find out the patriotic activities you can take part in for March 18th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Southwest Airlines' direct flight from William Hobby Airport in Texas to Aruba's Reina Beatrix is making headlines in the U.S. state. A local news channel in Houston, which is affiliated with NBC, provided full coverage of Southwest's inaugural flight from Hobby to the island, citing that it is Aruba's U.S. Customs and Border Protection pre-clearance operation that made this new direct flight possible. Furthermore, the news station followed one couple's journey to Aruba on that particular flight. Take a look at the full story from KPRC.
Well, Houston is connecting to more and more international cities thanks to huge growth at both of our major airports.
Yes, Southwest Airlines has just launched its first international destination over this weekend, and Channel 2's Mark Boyle was the only Houston television reporter on board that flight. Tonight, he's revealing what the expansion plans will mean for local travelers and which other new destinations are on the horizon.
Taylor Shirk and his wife flew from Houston to Aruba with a connection on the way. He says they didn't even realize Southwest Airlines started offering international flights from Hobby.
When we're looking for a travel destination, I think we look for the flights first and see the nonstop flights out of Houston. And based on that, we kind of make our decision.
Saturday, Southwest Airlines made history.
So this is the very first Southwest Airlines international flight from Aruba to Hobby. And I had a chance to speak with the Houston Airport Systems Director to talk about the future of international travel, both at Hobby and Bush airports.
Let's not focus just on energy. There's, as I say, there's medical, there's medicine, there's transportation, logistics, construction, and aerospace that is going to continue to lead Houston, I believe, going forward in the future.
To accommodate the growth, Southwest is spending more than $150 million to add 5 new gates for international travel at Hobby Airport.
Well, I prefer Hobby because it's easier to get in and out of. It's not so big that people get lost. It's just the right size.
I think it just shows how strong Houston Hobby is and how much economic opportunity there is here in Houston.
In addition to Aruba, later this year, Southwest plans to add flights from Hobby to Belize, Mexico City, Cancun, Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, and San Jose, Costa Rica. International travel from Aruba to Hobby is made possible now because of U.S. Customs and Border Protection's pre-clearance operation in Aruba. The Customs Hall is still being built at Hobby Airport. So for now, passengers clear customs in Aruba before even boarding the plane to head home.
Once they clear us, they don't have to go and join a queue in the United States. So once they arrive domestically, they can go to their next flight or catch their baggage at the domestic terminal, and they go home.
Meanwhile, numbers provided by the Houston airport system prove travel is up at both airports. Bush Intercontinental saw an increase of 3.6% in 2014. At Hobby Airport, it's up 7.5%.
So we are really connecting the region, the Western Hemisphere, if you will, North, Central, and South America and the Caribbean through Hobby, while continuing to connect the rest of the world, the long-haul flights through Bush Intercontinental.
Reporting in Aruba, Mark Boyle, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Right now, the Southwest nonstop flight from Hobby to Aruba happens only once a week. And if you're wondering about how much it costs, we priced a trip for July, and it's about $540. By the way, the same flight on United Airlines from Bush is less, about $480.
Looks like Southwest may need to introduce more competitive fares. In other local news, schools on the island are preparing children for Aruba's Flag and Anthem Day. Take a look at this. School projects aren't only for the kids. Oftentimes, parents get involved, and perhaps this isn't a bad thing. At this school, families are encouraged to inspire one another and create something artistic for March 18th, Flag and Anthem Day. This activity allows families to reflect on the island's culture and heritage while creating the masterpiece. At this preschool, students and their families were asked to make a kunuku house. All of the projects were entered into a competition to see who would win. Now, it doesn't matter who wins because at the end of the day, the message is to reinforce how important it is for teachers and parents to teach the children regarding the history of the island. A lot of time and dedication went into each of the Aruba house pieces. The children who were part of the project ranged from 1 to 4 years old. Very creative and impressive indeed. Be sure to catch the full story tonight on Noticiao Noche with Franci Solochner. And after the break, we will have lifestyle topics showing you a new secret messaging app. Also, we'll tell you how parents can prevent their children from becoming couch potatoes in their adulthood. Stay with us. After the break, the developments of a circular screen on devices. Check out the difference. Welcome back from the break. You are watching 15 on 15. You can now feel safe and secure when sending messages. A new app is a mix between WhatsApp and Snapchat. The secrets you send will never reappear into cyberspace thanks to Cyberdust. Cyberdust is a messaging app. Your messages disappear within 30 seconds. The free app is a privacy platform built by Mark Cuban. The beauty of the disposable message center is that none of your messages will be saved on any hard drive or anywhere else. You simply cannot recover it. It will even give you, the sender, a notification if someone took a screenshot of your message. There is a green circle on the top left of the message. As the seconds go down, the circle becomes smaller, and once it turns to yellow and disappears, so does your message. Happy messaging. There is a reason why parents are always encouraged to keep their kids active because otherwise they could become lazy on the couch. At least this is according to a new study. Inactive children become middle-aged couch potatoes. Children who lead inactive lives are likely to grow up to become middle-aged couch potatoes, according to a new study. Researchers compared the TV viewing habits of more than 6,000 British people born in a single week in 1970 at the ages of 10 and 42. Authors say parents should increase children's physical activity to ensure they become fit and healthy adults. Do something active to displace TV is the recommendation. In the evenings, when families tend to sit down and watch TV, they should try to go out for walks instead. But if you can't go outside, try active computer games. Anything that gets people up and expending energy rather than sitting down and snacking. Generally speaking, all screens on devices are rectangles. But what if the screens are circular? Check this out. A startup company based in California has been founded on the idea of constructing a device with a circular screen. The objective is actually to pull the user away from being on the device so much. Runcible is a pocket smartwatch. The 3-person team on the company has been working on this circular palm-sized device dubbed Runcible. It is referred to as the anti-smartphone, a description that goes for both its form factor and its value system. The round device is meant to be the antidote to our feed-obsessed, notification-saturated digital existence. It is a challenge to the rectangular status quo and everything it represents. Instead of using glass like many of the device manufacturers out there are doing, the company has chosen a wood backing. The device allows for the user to change the look of it from ceramic to tin, copper, or even brass. Runcible is still just a prototype, but it is expected to look like this when it comes out later on this year. Let's take a very quick break. Here's what's coming up next for you. When we return, children, seniors, and families can gather together at the Archaeology Museum to celebrate Himno y Bandera Day. Himno y Bandera Day is coming up this Wednesday. Flag and Anthem Day is a patriotic holiday where the people of Aruba are asked to reflect and embrace their heritage as well as culture. What better way to do so than to take part in activities planned by one of the museums on the island? Aruba's Archaeology Museum has a mission to drive the island forward towards a sustainable society. Margarita Waver from the Education Department of the museum says offering the public events incorporating seniors and children together is one of the ways to accomplish this objective.
Sustainability for us is not only preserving, conserving culture, but also nature, also traditions. And what do the elderly have to teach us nowadays? What can they teach the young, the youth, the children, and vice versa? So there are a lot of these sustainable aspects to this day.
Seniors from Club Kibrahacha will have on display their paintings. Some of them will be present to detail the piece for visitors as well. Meanwhile, children have the opportunity to finish painting the Kadushi hedge and take part in a workshop to make animals and other crafts to add onto the Kadushi. Besides for artwork, the museum promises a lively ambiance.
At the Archaeological Museum, especially during holidays, it's always a very nice family ambience. We will have Watapana Catering and Pastry, who will provide snacks and comida criolla, so really Aruban delicacies. We will have a lot of going on, lots of live music, and well, it's just a really nice family day here at the National Archaeological Museum. Come and enjoy your National Flag and Anthem Day.
March 18th is a day to celebrate Aruba and embrace the culture as well as heritage. The Archaeology Museum has all the ingredients for families and friends to do so on Wednesday.
Aruba has a very rich and wonderful culture, traditions, which are very nice and speak to the people, not only the local people, but also to the tourists. So this is really a day that we not only have folkloric dances and music going on, but we really have our mindset on what is our culture, what do we still have today, what is our link with the past but also with today. So it's a day that you're a bit more conscious of what your cultural heritage is and what it still means to you today.
The museum will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Stop by to consume yourselves in patriotic activities. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back here tomorrow night starting right at this time, so be sure to watch Channel 15 ATV.